Yo, what is going on, everybody? Colton here with the Grizzly Life podcast. I apologize if you're hearing this a little late. If you're one of our early morning listeners, it is Wednesday, 6:19 p.m. I've been in the trenches. I've been working on all the stuff that needs to be worked on since I've been gone, and just like all the things that came up, So again, if you're a day one listener, you're an early listener, I apologize. This isn't out right away. It should still be out early in the morning, but I'm still happy I'm getting my podcast recorded here on Wednesday. So got a couple quick things I want to talk to you about. I had an amazing meeting yesterday with a mentor of mine that I get about an hour and a half with once a year. I don't even know if I got to meet with him last year, but we sit down and we just kind of talk life and business. And this year we talked a little bit about peptides because that's a new thing. And he's an older gentleman, so we talked about like him on peptides and what that's doing. And he kind of goes to a clinic down from where he's at. And anyways, really awesome stuff. But he left something with me, and I've heard this before, but it's very real right now with everything we're just working on. And, one of the things we're really trying to do in all of our businesses is find good people, basically demand good people. Like I have a big heart. I let just about anybody into my life as far as, team goes, staff goes, like relationships. I don't want to say relationships like that, but I give people second chances. I believe in people. I give my trust away right away. And sometimes, it's got its pros and its cons, right? Sometimes it's not a great thing. Sometimes it hurts us more as a business. And, you live and you learn. But so far, over my 10 years of being in business, I still believe in people. I still believe in humans. I still give them the benefit of the doubt. I still give them second chances. I still want to work with them and make things right. I want to see these people become the best versions of themselves. And I truly I seriously mean that. If you listen to the podcast, our goal is 1% better every day. And I do this podcast for a small group of listeners because I care about you and I want you to take something away. I want you to go out and be a better version of you. I want you to go start your business. I want you to be a better staff. I want you to be a better manager or leader. I want you to run your department better. I want you to be a better spouse, a better parent, like whatever it is you are improving at. I want you to be better at that thing. So the reason I bring this up is we're going over, if you listen to the last episode, some staff turnover, right? We've got some people who are stepping away. They've got some other things they want to work on, and that's completely fine. Since this has happened, some of the turnover, I've seen who those people really are, like their true character, right? And you don't always get to see that person that they may really be until something like, hey, I'm no longer going to work here, happens. And something that I do pride myself in, and I am not going to say I'm the best leader. I do make mistakes. There are things that I should say more of. I should give more praise and more appreciation, and I should check in. Like, we're expanding, we're growing, I'm young, there's excuses, right? I'm working on becoming a better me. And so when people tell me what I'm doing wrong, I do take it in. I'm not that type that can't take criticism. I'm not that one that is going to throw, shade back and try to be like, well, this is why this, and this is my excuse, right? I genuinely say, okay, even though when I do have these conversations, and maybe here's a pro tip, as a leader, when you have these conversations with individuals, maybe why they no longer want to work here, maybe why this is no longer a good fit, and they tell you X, Y, and Z, don't get me wrong. Like when you're arguing with a spouse, like you feel like you're right. Like no matter what, right? Like, well, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. That's not the point. And as a leader, I've had a couple of these conversations as of recent, and I take them in and I say, you know what, I appreciate you telling me those things. I'm going to take that back to the team. I'm going to sleep on that, and I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to see what I can change. I can't change it all today, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. Now, of course, under the hood, behind the scene, I'm like, why didn't you ever say that before? Why didn't we talk about it? Why didn't we have that conversation, right? Like, why is this coming out now? Are these excuses for you to just have a reason why not to work with us? Or are these like legitimate things I need to work on, right? So again, I take in all that feedback. I say thank you. And I obviously I wish them the best in whatever decision, like wherever they go next, whatever their life takes them, I want the best for them. And I mean that. I pride myself, and this is where I was going, that I am not that asshole boss that gives you the middle finger, says, I never want to see you again. Like, I don't go cloud nine. I literally give all respect. I don't want to trap people here. I want to keep people, yes, but I don't want to trap people. I don't want to force people to be here. I want our business set up for success no matter who is here, So anyways, since I've been dealing with this and I've seen some true colors and true character, once that true character comes out from an individual. Now you can take this, again, personal life, professional life. Once you see who those people really are, you have to make a decision as far as like, do I even want to be around these people anymore? Do I want to still be friends outside of work? Do I want to, I'm not saying forgive this person, but if I basically am drawing a line. Did they burn a bridge? Did they not burn a bridge? Because I give too many second chances. I have a big heart. I believe in the best in people. And when this happens, and my recent mindset is, are we burning a bridge here? And I'm never the one that believes in burning bridges. No matter what the situation is, this isn't working out. I wish the best for you. I care, you know what I mean? Like, those are the conversations I have. So I recognize I can be a better leader. But anyways, getting back to my mentor, one thing he said that stuck with me, and that's why I'm bringing this up now, is when somebody shows you who they really are, thank them for them showing you who they really are. Appreciate that you now know who that person really is, how they're going to treat you, how they're going to treat other people, and realize that's not somebody I want in my circle, on my team, around my friends, right? My family. There's a saying in business, and this could be a friendship thing too, is you want to cut out the cancer. You don't want people on your team that are cancerous. You don't want people in your life who are bringing you down. You don't want people in your life who are causing more harm than good and potentially spreading that mindset into others, right? So this is a business and a personal thing. I've had people in my friend group who have always something negative to say. I have people in my friend group who always have an issue. And it's not that we don't always have issues, it's how you look at the issue. Is it an issue or is it an opportunity, right? Is this something I can pivot from and learn from and become better at? Or is this an issue, right? And I mean, every failure is not really a failure, it's a lesson, right? So again, it's all a mindset thing. So if you have that person in your life, I know I've had these people, and I still love these people. It's just I don't keep them as close to me because I don't want that rubbing off. I still care about them and I wish them the best. But I guarantee you, everybody listening either has or has had that person who for some reason nothing ever goes right. Something went wrong in their day. Whether it's a vehicle issue, an animal issue, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed issue, my clothes this, my house that, my protein shake, whatever, right? Like there's something that's a negative thought coming out of or a negative comment coming out of their mouth. And that mindset, that attitude, it just kind of spews and it leaks and it makes it tough. It makes it hard to be around those people. So once you recognize that, again, thank them for them showing you and kind of recognize that. And again, a friendship, a little bit different from a business, but if you have somebody on your team, and going back 10 years ago, this has been something, and I don't always do a good job of cutting the cancer or having the conversation soon enough. Now, again, I am one that gives second chances. I'm not one just to fire somebody. I don't just cut somebody out. I want to sit down and I want to have a conversation and I want to see how we can improve. And so having the hard conversation earlier, that's a big lesson for me. It's something I've been working on the last couple years. It's something I could not do when I was younger. I couldn't have the hard conversation because my employees were my best friends and it was like impossible to say, hey, we need to do this better, because what 19-year-old kid wants to hear from their 19-year-old best friend that's like, hey, you're not doing good enough. I couldn't do that at the time. So have the hard conversation soon. Don't wait. Don't hope for it to get to better. I've been in a relationship in the past where I should have had that conversation years ago, right? But you always hope for it to get better. So same thing with staff, same thing with friends. You need to have that conversation. And again, realize who they are. Who are they showing you that they are? Don't just think they're going to change overnight. They're not going to change. And if they don't realize what they're doing, they may never realize what they're doing, and it might just keep happening. So that is something that I took away from my mentor yesterday. He left me with that. And I've heard it before, but when somebody shows you who they truly are, thank that person for them showing you who they truly are, right? When he first said it, I had to say it over my head a couple times like that and slow it down. That's why I'm saying it slower to you. But you have to take these cues in. You have to realize what's going on around you and understand. Like, don't just wander through the day and not be, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, I want you to pay attention to detail. I don't want you to be, and the word's not gullible, but I just want you to see it how it is, and I want you to be aware of what's happening in your surroundings, right? I want you to be understanding, reflect on what's going on, that conversation you had. And anyways, I'll stop blabbing. That's my thought of the day. That's something that I am actively working through. And I will give you a little recap here. If you are a first-time listener, we talk about a bunch of stuff on this podcast. Oftentimes, I bring business and life lessons that are coming from the business actively. It's what I can talk about easiest, and it's what I can coach on and give tips on. So hence today's episode, it's something we're actively going through. And again, if anybody on my team's listening to this, I am not upset by any means. I am understanding of situations with people leaving. We've got some kids going back to school. We've got some guys, we've got a guy going down to Chicago to become a firefighter. We've got a guy who's going to go work with his brother, right? Like, not everything is a big deal. And we've got some people who just this wasn't a good fit for them, and that's also okay. So I am not doing this podcast out of spite. I'm not trying to throw any shade. I believe that in all of these situations with our staff turnover, I have taken it in. I've said, okay, I understand. And I'm learning from maybe my mistakes, maybe our team's mistakes, maybe our business mistakes that we just need to clean up. And I thank them for that, because if I don't have that brought to my attention, I can't, make change. But again, maybe it's my fault for not asking soon enough. Maybe I didn't have that conversation right. So that's on me as a leader. I don't blame anybody who's leaving us. That is on me as a leader. So if this is your first time tuning in, we'll talk about anything under the sun when it comes to, I don't want to say anything under the sun. We'll talk about general health, general fitness, things that are going on in my life as far as business goes, fitness goes, maybe a new routine. I do try to leave every episode with kind of like a main nugget or a main sometimes 2 or 3 things that we're going through, just to give something back and try to give you the behind the scenes of what's happening in this guy's life and this guy's business, and what can I take to my life to become better. So that is what I'm trying to do, is kind of give you the diary. And we're working on this podcast, and maybe I should rebrand it, maybe I shouldn't, but I just want to show people what's going on and how they can learn from my mistakes, or just my, lessons, really. So anyways, if you're day one, I appreciate the hell out of you. If you're somewhere in between, you've been tuning in here and there, thank you again for listening. If you guys can, just share these episodes with friends, with family, with people who you feel like need to hear this, going through a similar situation, whatever it may be. You are the reason that this episode grows, or these podcasts grow. So I need your help sharing the Grizzly Life podcast. And hey, if you think most of the episode is bad and there's like a 1-minute spiel that was like really powerful that I said, because sometimes I go off track, grab that 1 minute, tell your friend, hey, only listen to this 1 minute. The rest of the podcast sucked, but listen to this 1 minute. I promise you it's worth it. Just help share it. Get people coming to the platform. I'm not looking to do ads. I'm not trying to, I just want to help this small audience that we do have. So anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happy Thursday. Good luck this Friday. If you need something to do, we got our fish fry over at Grizzly's Diner and Tavern, along with live music from 6 to 9. The Barefoot Americans are coming in. I should be around for some of that. If you want to come down, say hi, show some support. We are working on some awesome stuff over at the restaurant. We're trying to, since I've been back, I'm really focusing on Monday through Thursday. How do we increase revenues there? If anybody's in the bar restaurant game, your money's on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. How do you drive traffic during the week? What things can we do that are fun, that make sense, that are good during the week? And so we're going back and forth, Some places do bingo, some people do bridge, or there's just all these different things. So I'm like, maybe we can do euchre, sheep's head, whatever, right? Cribbage, just like what random things can we drop in there? Can we do a coffee club? Can we do this or that, right? So I will be releasing some of that stuff too, because I just find it interesting where we're at and how we're trying to figure out how to drive growth and just increase foot traffic to our place. So if you're listening, if you're local, if you can come hang out, if you can come give us some support, come grab breakfast, lunch, dinner, fish fry, prime rib, New York strip Saturdays, roasted chicken on Sundays, right? Whatever you can do, come show some love. I guess I should tell you, Monday night's Italian night. Tuesdays, Paco's Tacos. We got some authentic Mexican birria quesadillas. They are fantastic. Wednesday's kind of just a floating, rotating special right now. Thursdays is our pizza and wing special. $3 off pizza, 75-cent wings. Yeah, I'm a fitness guy. We also own a bar and restaurant. I don't know what to tell you. Big picture, what, Colton, why the hell do you do that? Sometime in the future, we have access to a commercial kitchen. So if we get the business to a stable spot, and if our gym members want it, we now can do meal planning for our gym members. We can have a specific gym member menu for the chicken and rice and broccoli, right? We can help with meal prep. So that is the big picture. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you Tuesday. Have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully I can see you over at the restaurant.